most important issue to me this election is the size of the federal government. I believe that state governments should reign supreme over federal, with some sort of federal guideline, obviously. But politicians, the government itself is just too intrusive into America's everyday life as far as social issues go, as far as economics go. The government is just too big in size. We need to cut it in half exponentially.
As a senior, I feel like the most important issue right now is how do I pay for college? Financial aid, is it still going to exist, the grants and everything that's behind it? Because a lot of people rely on that money to get through college. It's for the future.
What I think is most important to the up-and-coming elections is I want a candidate that actually cares about the people. The problem with the candidates this year, and it has been the problem for many, many years, is that the candidates only worry about their image. They only worry about, you know, who's going to get the most amount of money for their, you know, their campaign. And I mean, the real big issue of running a nation is actually caring about the people. And honestly, I have not seen that in the last few years. So I want somebody to actually step up and lead this country.
Hate to be negative here, but I'm not hopeful for the future. When I see some people in my generation, I see a lot of lazy people and are doing a lot of work. And it seems like we have a lot of that in Washington now. I don't want that to be my future. So, am I hopeful for it? Not really, but there's a slight sliver of chance we could be.
I feel that our generation is stronger than the older generation now, so I'm kind of upbeat for it. I believe that we can take on the responsibilities.
I think so, because I believe that America's a strong nation that can pull itself out of the worst. I mean, we had a Great Depression and made it out of there, so I think we can pull this one around.
You know, there's always hope for the future. I mean, we've had some bad politicians, we've had some incredible politicians. I mean, you never know what is coming next. Nobody can tell the future. Nobody can say, hey, in 20 years from now, this country's going to be, you know, in the tank. Or 20 years from now, oh, we're going to have the best economy ever. Nobody knows this stuff. So, I mean, there's always hope for the future, and that's all you can have is hope.
To be honest, I don't think there is a political system. I feel like it's just people that are angry at each other. It's the 99% against the 1%. The 1% isn't the actual politicians. It's the people that buy themselves in and that they're not doing what's necessary for us, the people. And I feel like that the government should digest the laissez-faire idea and let the people run the government.
Bar none, the political system is completely broken. Special interest and money have taken over the minds of politicians everywhere. It's no longer a matter of, I want to represent people in my country, I have a civic duty to become a politician. Being a politician is an easy job, all right? It's money in the pocket, okay? And that's the biggest problem we have. People need to do this out of love for their country, for their people, for freedom.
Yes, our political system is broken. It's been, I mean, we've been in a near depression, you know, for the last 8-10 years, you know, whatever it's been. I mean, we haven't seen this bad economy since the 1920s and 30s, you know, when the Great Depression happened. And, I mean, we are almost in that state of depression again, where it's as bad as it was. Actually, it's probably even worse now because more money's on the table. But the thing is that, I mean, not one person, not one president can go up and say, hey, I'm gonna fix this. I mean, no one person can fix it, and that's the problem.
Yes, I think it's broken because there aren't enough jobs, or so I hear, and the economy isn't doing that well. And I don't know how I'd fix it. I mean, I'm not a politician, but I'm hoping that I would vote for someone who can fix it.